What up, guys? Today, as you can tell by the title, I will be doing my own UFC pound per pound rankings. I'm not going to be doing top 15, I'm going to be doing top 10. And I decided to only do the men's top rankings, not the women's, because I feel like the women's is already, good enough, and I feel like I could change a lot with the men's pound for pound rankings. So let's get into it. So what I'll do is I'll list the UFC rankings, what they currently have as their top 10 pound for pound men fighters, followed by what I think and how I would change the list. So in the official pound for pound rankings, coming in at number 1 for the UFC is none other than the light heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones, followed by the lightweight champion, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. Then we have the heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic, gonna have a big fight in about a month. Then we have Israel Adesanya, an up-and-comer, undefeated as well, the middleweight champion of the world. And then we have, at number 5, to round off the top 5, KAMARU Usman, the welterweight champion of the world, coming off a big win, over Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. So that is the top 5, all consisting of 5 champions right now. And now let's get into number 6. So before we get into number 6, everyone, I just wanted to say, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Doesn't take a lot. Doesn't cost any money. Just do it, help me out. And I'm going to grow as a channel and deliver better videos for you guys in the future. Thanks.
Oh, shut up, bitch! Oh my God!
Coming in at number 6 is Daniel DC Cormier, maybe soon to be heavyweight champion of the world. We will see. And then number 7, we have Alexander the Great Volkanovsky, the current featherweight champion of the world, just beat Max Holloway. And then to close out the list, we have at number 8, Dustin Poirier, number 9, Max Holloway, and number 10, the notorious Conor McGregor. You guys comment what you think about that list. I'm going to change what I think, and let's get into my list now. Alright, so my list is the same for the first 2. I have John Jones 1, Khabib 2, and I don't think this really needs a lot of explanation. Both are basically undefeated. John Jones hasn't really lost a fight, and he's more consistent than Khabib. He's fighting more often. So I have John 1, Khabib 2. UFC got it right on that, in my opinion. And at number 3, I actually have KAMARU Usman. I put him as number 3 just because of the role he's on and the dominance he's had over his opponents, like Covington, Woodley, and Masvidal. Covington wasn't dominant, but he did knock his ass out in the 5th. So, 3 big fights. He's on a roll. He's on the roll of his life. So I'm going to put him at 3. And number 4, another African-born champion, Israel Adesanya. He's also undefeated, on the roll of his life. If he beats Paulo Costa, he's really going to become even a bigger star and move up the rankings. And yeah, those are my 3 and 4 slots. Let's get on to 5. So at number 5, I have Alexander the Great Volkanovsky. And I have him because he's had a lot of big fights and he's won them all. His last couple of fights, Max Holloway, Aldo, and they're considered the GOATs of the featherweight division, so he's getting there. So I put him at number 5 to wrap up the first half of my rankings. And throughout my first 5 are all champions, just like the UFC, just with maybe some different people. Miocic isn't in there, and Miocic isn't in my list, and Volkanovski is, and it's the other way around in the UFC. So, yeah. At number 6, I have the interim lightweight champion, Justin Gaetchje. Just came off a huge win over El Kukui. He really dominated that fight. So I decided to put him bottom half, at the top of the bottom half of my list. I think it's a good spot for him, and I think, a win against Khabib, of course, rockets him up to top 3, 4. Alright, so for my list, 7, 8, 9, all consist of heavyweights right now, with 7 being the heavyweight champion of the world, Miocic. You can't have, heavyweights above of the heavyweight champion, heavyweight contenders above the champion, so of course I have to put Miocic ahead of number 8 and number 9. And getting into number 8 is Daniel Cormier. I decided to put him right under Miocic because that belt could change hands next month. We'll see what happens, but then Cormier might retire, so who knows what will happen after that. And then number 9 is who might get it if Cormier retires. Francis Ngannou. You know, he was on the roll of his life, and then he lost to Miocic. He lost one of the worst fights, Derek Lewis, one of the most boring fights, actually. And it looked downhill from there, but now it's his second coming. He's knocking out everyone, so he's number 9. And to end the list, number 10 is Petr Yan just won the championship from Jose Aldo. Not from Jose Aldo, the vacant bantamweight championship against Jose Aldo. And he just had a hell of a performance. I think, he's really on the rise. He's the youngest competitor out of this list right now. And yeah, he has a bright future coming ahead of him. So yeah, guys, that's my top 10 list. Comment if you agreed with it or not. Like I said, please share, like, comment, subscribe, all that, I'm just trying to grow as a channel. And I know this is the early stages, but I really like, to get a couple subscribers right now. And you guys will see some Survivor videos out soon. I'm working on that currently. Some NHL videos and some soccer videos or football Premier League videos, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, thanks guys, and peace out.